Hi, welcome to lesson 2 on trig. Today we're going to be looking at the 3 trig ratios and we're going to start calculations for the sine ratio. You know you've been successful if you can calculate the opposite sides of a triangle using the sine ratio. So there are 3 trig ratios that we're going to look at over the next 2 or 3 weeks. The sine, the cosine and the tangent ratio, otherwise known as sin, cos and tan. Now, the definition of the ratios of sides of a right angle triangle with respect to any of its acute angles are known as the trigonometric ratios of that particular angle. Now that is a bit of a mouthful. So all it actually means is when you have the same angle on different triangles, the sides will always make the same fraction for that trig function. So if I show you that by an example, it might make it a bit clearer. If we look at the sine ratio first, which is the one we're going to be focusing on today. Now the sine ratio uses the opposite side and the hypotenuse to work out values. So, for example, if you get your calculator there, if you look at your calculator, you should see sin, cos and tan. If you press sin and then press 30 and equals, it'll come up with the answer a half. Okay, so it's changed that angle into a fraction value. Now, if you're using a phone, you'll have to turn it sideways, and most phones work the opposite way. You would type 30 first and then press sin. Okay, and I'll keep reminding you that, but you should get half again. So type 30, then the sin button, and your answer should come up to a half. So looking at a triangle, what that actually means, if I've got my angle here is 30 degrees, and if I put my opposite side, remember that's your opposite, 5 over my hypotenuse, 10, I would get a half. Now if I draw another triangle, as long as I've got the angle here is 30 degrees, but I make the sides whatever length I want, if I take the opposite side of that triangle, okay, my opposite there, which is 20, and I put that over my hypotenuse, which is 40, the answer will always be 1/2 every single time. So draw any triangle. If we were in class just now, I'd get you to draw a whole load of triangles with the angle 30 degrees, and then I would get you to put the opposite over the hypotenuse, and you would always get the answer 1/2. Right, we're going to use the trig ratio to calculate the opposite side of a triangle. Okay, so we're looking for the opposite. So the formula we're going to use is sine alpha. Now alpha is just a Greek letter and we use to represent an angle in a formula, okay? So sine alpha is equal to the opposite side over the hypotenuse. Okay, we just kind of looked at that previously. So here's my right angle triangle. Let's put my right angle in. I'm going to make my angle 45 degrees. Right, I don't have the opposite side, right, we'll call that x centimetres, and I've got the hypotenuse, and we'll make that say 29 centimetres. So as soon as I see I've got an angle, I'm looking for opposite or hypotenuse, I know it's my sine ratio. So starting with my formula, sine alpha. Now we don't like to write opposite over hypotenuse each time, you know, in maths. Maths we don't like to write a lot, so we can just write O over H. Now substitute in, fill in everything that we've got. So we've got the angle, right, so we can replace alpha with sine 45 degrees is equal to the opposite side, which in this case is x, what we're looking for, over the hypotenuse, which in this case is 29. Now remember we did a rearranging formula. We want to get x on its own. We don't like this as a fraction, so we multiply both sides by 29. So x becomes 29 times sine of 45 degrees. So if you're using a calculator, you would just press 29 times the sin button, and then 45, then equals, and you would get 20.5 centimetres. Now if you're using a calculator, if you're using a phone, you'll need to turn it sideways to get your scientific calculator. And most phones work slightly different. You would press 45, then press the sin button, and then times your answer by 29. Okay, it's actually easier for all this kind of stuff, guys, to use a scientific calculator. If you can, I would suggest you go out and buy one. If not, if you're comfortable using your phone, use that just now. Right, let's look at some more examples. Right, another right angle triangle, because it's always got to be a right angle triangle, remember, for this. Let's put the angle up here, and we'll make it 35 degrees. It's the opposite side that we're trying to calculate, and we've got the hypotenuse, which is 17.5 meters. So opposite, hypotenuse, and angle is my sine ratio. So sine alpha is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Fill in everything we've got. We've got the angle. So sine of 35 is equal to the opposite side, which is x, and my hypotenuse is 17.5. Remember, we want x on its own, so we multiply each side by 17.5. So x is equal to 17.5 times sine 35. So again, if you're using a calculator, 17.5 times sine of 35 is equal to 10.037, so we'll just leave it as 10.04 centimetres. Again, if you're using your phone, you're probably going to have to do 35, then press the sine button, and then times by 17.5, and you should get the same answer. Okay, let's do another one here. So let's put our angle down here, 24 degrees. We're looking for the opposite side, so we'll call that x meters. We've got the hypotenuse, we'll make that 104 meters. So opposite, hypotenuse, angle, it's the sine ratio. Sine alpha is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So fill in everything we've got. Sine of 24 degrees. The opposite side is x. The hypotenuse is 104. Multiplying each side by 104. So we get x is equal to 104 times sine of 24 degrees. Put that into your calculator. 104 times sine of 24 is equal to 42.3, and its meters is our units. Let's not forget our units. Again, if you're using your phone, you're going to have to do 24, press the sine button, and then times by the length, 104. Remember what we said before, it doesn't matter if a triangle is on its side or upside down, it's a right angle triangle, you've got an opposite and a hypotenuse and an adjacent. Let's do our angle down here, let's make it 14 degrees. Opposite is x centimetres, and the hypotenuse, let's make that 41.3 centimetres. So opposite, hypotenuse, angle, sine ratio. So sine of alpha equals opposite over hypotenuse. Always start with your formula. You can't substitute into a formula if you don't have a formula to start with. I know I keep saying it, but it's real. So sine, my angle is 14 degrees. Opposite is x. Okay, there's your opposite there. Hypotenuse across from your right angle, 41.3 centimetres. Multiply each side by your 41.3. So x is equal to 41.3 times sine of 14. Now remember, when we do the sine of 14, remember what we did before? You're just changing that angle into the actual ratio, the fraction. So it always has to be sine of the angle. Okay, it's always sine of the angle. So 41.3 times sine of 14 is equal to 9.99. So we'll make that x is equal to 10, and our units are centimetres. Again, if you're using your phone, you're going to have to press 14, then press the sine button, and then multiply by your hypotenuse, which is 41.3. You should come out with 10 as well. Okay, now remember, you can watch these videos as often as you like. Once you're finished watching it, go back to your OneNote page, and there are some questions there for you to try and the answers. Okay, best of luck, well done, speak to you later.